Are Somalis black?
Yeah, they say they're not black.
Some of them, yeah.
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black.
Hey, shalom, shalom, brothers. This is Brother Rahawad of GMS Toronto, coming back with another one. And yes, this young man is right. They are not of our lineage, right? There's no such thing as black people, right? We all descend from Shem, Ham, or Japheth. These people, right? This young man on the screen, he's a Hamite. You so-called black people, that's why we say so-called black people, because there's no such people, there's no such tribe as the black tribe. You so-called black people, you come from Shem, right? You are what is known in the Bible as God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. You are of the 12 tribes of Israel and your respectable tribes. This young man and his people, they are of Cush. They're Cushitic. They're Cushites, right? They ruled many different places, right? Going into places like Babylon, right, which is modern day Iraq. Then they moved and they took their power into places like Egypt, where a lot of them were pharaohs, right? These are the Cushitic people. They are not our people, not at all, right? They are not our people, no close relations, not at all, right? What you so-called black people don't know is that the color coding is meant to take you away from your true heritage, right? Because really and truly, we are more closely linked to the so-called white man, right? We are more closely linked to the Arabs, right? Who are Ishmael. We're more closely linked to the Chinese, right? To the Japanese, because those people stem from Shem. These people stem from Ham. Their forefather, going back to Cush, right? You're looking at a man, his forefather comes from Nimrod, right? The Nimrod was a mighty hunter. These people were always against the Most High. Always. They were never on the side of the Most High. The whole rebellion, mankind's rebellion, started with his people. So no, they are not our people, and we're not similar just because of melanin. Yes, they are melanated people, but the whole world was melanated. The only people who lack melanin are you so-called Caucasians, right? Which that was a curse upon the so-called white man. Going back to our twin brother Esau, because we stem from Jacob, right? So no, we are not the same. Now this is Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 12, and it reads, "Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword," right? So you're going to be destroyed as well. That whole mindset, right? And physically, they're going to be slain. You're going to be put under the foot and under the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which means that you're going to be put under the power of his people, right? This is what these Hamitic people have always been one of our number one enemies throughout history. They have never been our friends. So I don't know how in this time they have become more buddy-buddy with us, to where you have Israelites today, right? So-called black men, so-called black women that are trying to speak like them, and all like this whole world is out of course. But it's out of course because people don't know themselves. First of all, the first person that was speaking was a woman, and she was speaking, trying to drop knowledge while smoking a blunt. Now, stop this, right? And then what was righteous is that it had to be a man of her tribe, right, that had to come and put everything in order, that had to say. You see, that's why you don't listen to women, right? It had to be the man that had to come and say, no, they are not. Because why would they want to claim our lineage? We are not the same people.
They're delusional. That's what it is. It's just delusion. Listen, back home, nobody wants to be black. They don't want to be black. That's just how they are. They think, I don't know, what are you then?
Because they're not black. They're Cushites, right? What do you mean? What are you then? What's amazing about Somalian people is that they live, or I shouldn't say they live. They name themselves the way we should name ourselves, right? The way that we, and when I say we, I mean the brothers of GMS, we address ourselves as, like for me, right? I'm Brother Howard, right? And then I would say I'm from this tribe, right? I'll also make mention, you can make mention of your father, right? That's how it should be. That's how the Somalians are, right? Their middle name is always their father's name or their father's house, right? Which they have 5 main clans in Somalia. Hawi, Dawad, right? They have some others. I'm not good at the pronunciation of their clan, so I'm not even gonna try. But I know they have 2 major ones, and I know it's the Hawi and the Dawad, if I'm pronouncing it the right way, right? But that's their middle name. Then their last name is to their grandfather, right? Which is also through their father's line. But that's a good thing. That's how the world should be, right? Because your lineage is through your father's line. It's patrilineal. It's not matrilineal, like in this society. Like the people that are living in our land today, who claim to be our people, they say they are people based upon their mothers. That's not what the Bible says. So that's one way that the Somalians are actually living in a righteous way, right? They can track their lineage through their name to know that, hey, I come from this man, right? And this is my father's line, right? Which puts emphasis and importance on the man. That's how it should be. Now, this is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, and it reads, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers." Right? So that our history is a patrilineal history. Right? So this whole matriarchy that we have modernly, right, especially among you so-called blacks, right, you so-called black people, you Caribbean people who are Israelites, you have this matriarchy in your community. That's evil, right? That's evil. That's not supposed to be a thing. That's complete wickedness in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Now, this is Genesis 10, verse 6, because that young lady, that Cushite, right, that Somalian, she said, oh, so if you're not black, who are you then? It says, and the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizram, Phut, and Canaan, right? That's who you are. You're of the line of Cush. You're Hamites, right? You are one of the, you come from the line of Ham. Right? That's why when you go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, what does it say? Now, this is Ham, and it reads, this is from the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, the youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. It says he became the progenitor of the dark races, right? So does being black make you of a particular type of race? No, right? He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, okay? That's who the descendants are, including you Somalians. You Somalians are more associated with the Ethiopians. They are Cushitic as well.
I don't know, what are you then if you're not black? Because there's only a few things you could be. Asian.
Right? Now she's going off of the Caucasians list of what you can be, right? Which is Caucasoid, Negroid, Mongoloid, African, and Australoid, right? But this is all foolishness, right? This is foolishness. Whatever you see here, this is all foolishness, right? Because you can only come from three people: Shem, Ham, and Japhet. That's it. And she comes from the Hamites. She is a Hamite. Now this is Isaiah 45 and 14, and it reads, "Thus said the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia, of the Sabians, men of stature," right? And that's one thing about those ancient Ethiopians, or the ancient Cushites, right? You modern day Ethiopians and you modern day Somalians, you're very tall people, right? Men of stature shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. Why? Because you're going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven. What is the kingdom of heaven? Our rulership. When the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are ruling, the rest of you people are going to be our servants. Okay? It says, they shall come over and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God, right? Meaning their God, right? Because they're going to be making supplication to us. They're going to be begging for forgiveness. They're going to be saying sorry for everything that they have done throughout history when we're in power. And they're going to work for us. They're going to be one of the main taskmasters for us.
White, and it's only like the people from back home.
Their argument is that like when people say black, they usually refer to like African American or like Caribbean.
Yeah, that's why, but that's the thing. They just don't want to be Jamaican. Like, they hate Caribbean.
That's how you know that she doesn't know what she's talking about. No, they don't. Of course, they don't want to be Jamaican because they know that they're not Jamaican, right? They know who they are throughout history. They know their patrilineal lineage. So why would they want to be somebody else when they know exactly who they are? That confusion, right, that has been placed upon the whole world is not placed upon everybody, right? Some people actually know who they are. Right? A lot of people in the Middle East know that they go back to Ishmael, right? You have some people here in Toronto, they know that they're Elam, right? They are the, what do you call them? Oh my gosh. Man. What are their modern day names? They're all throughout this city in Toronto known as Scarborough. And they refer to themselves as Elam. Right? Their name is eluding me right now. So there's some people in the world that know their ancient name, right? That know who they go back to, right? And you Cushites, right? You modern day Somalians, you are Cushites, right? You go back to your forefather Ham. That's exactly who you are. And there's no way around that, man. It is what it is, right? So yeah, man, I just wanted to make a quick lesson on that because people be talking shit, man. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well, and to the brothers on the four corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Hey, shalom. Till next time, Kwame Asharala.